1 Corinthians 1, 22 through 24. Epede kai Judaioi semeia, aitusen kai Hellenes, Sophian zetusen, hemes de ke Russomen Christon, estauromenon, Judaios men skandalon, ethnisen de morion, atois de tois kletois, Judaios te kai Hellesen, Christon theu dunamen kai theu Sophian. Paul says, and since, epede, Judaioi, Jews, aitusen, demand, seek, or look for, semeia, signs. This is a neuter, plural accusative from ta semeion, or semeion. Jews demand a sign, or signs, plural, and Greeks, so we have kai, Greeks, often translated Gentiles. Greeks seek or look for, zetusen, wisdom, sophion, feminine singular, accusative, when those two things are the case. And notice there is some variety. The construction is very similar. Subject, object, verb, and subject, object, verb. But the verbs are varied, aitusen versus zetusen, and kai conjoins them. Although that is the case, or because or since that is the case, and this conjunction epede, this is really crucial to understanding the meaning of hemes de. So because that is the case, I'm taking this as causal, we, hemes, on the other hand, de, and hemes is masculine, plural, and nominative, we on the other hand, and by this Paul means himself and other preachers, we kerussomen, we preach Christ. Kerussomen is first person plural, present, indicative, and active. The noun kerux, is, ha kerux, obviously related to this, it's a cognate. We preach Christ, estauromenon. Estauromenon is a perfect passive participle. It has what looks like an augment, which is actually reduplication, because the stem of the verb begins with a doubled consonant, and so it can't be reduplicated but has to be augmented, and there is no thematic vowel between the stem and the ending. This tells us that it's a perfect participle. And we preach Christ, who has been crucified. Men, de. To the Jews, Judaios, masculine plural dative. This is skandalon, a stumbling block. Ethnesin, de, but, or on the other hand, in parallel, to the nations, to the Gentiles, and these clearly then, Hellenes and ethnesin, are being used as rough synonyms. But to the Gentiles, again masculine plural dative, foolishness, morion. This recalls the verb of the previous verses, morino, to make foolish, moria, it is foolishness. And now there's a third group, another de. But to those who have been called. Autois now in the predicate position is intensive. It is like the Latin ipsa. But to the very ones who have been called, now a restatement. To the very ones who have been called, both to the Jews, tekai, and to the Greeks, understand ethnesin, Hellenes, it is, or Christ is, the power of God, dunamin theu, kai sophian theu, of God the power, and of God the wisdom. So, skandalon is contrasted with dunamin, and morion is contrasted with sophion.